Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's good to see you, and it's not loaded in. Give it a second. Give it one really long second. There we go. We are playing some MCC Island today, and hopefully it's gonna be a good time. It's usually a good time, so I'm pretty hopeful. I'm gonna quickly turn up the lighting just a little here, just a little. There we go. And I gotta work on my lighting setup because it's got too much red and not enough bright. And then all my other options that are bright are too much blue and not enough red. I could do some color correction on it, maybe. I think he's recording a video. I could do some color correction on my camera, maybe, and that might hopefully fix it. I don't know. It's an idea. Who knows? But what we're gonna Nominal's on. I watch Nominal sometimes. Nominal Gravy. They're pretty cool. We've already done all those courses, so we're just gonna quickly do the free course. Wait. Yeah, you gotta buy the ticket. Right. Forgot about that. Here we go. But yeah, I've been busy the last couple of days, and today is no exception to that. It has been a very interesting day. Let's see, what did we do today? So today I have been mostly working on my 3D printer today, and it is working. It is working right now. So I will take that as a victory, no matter how big of a victory. It is a victory. That's all that matters. Oh, I doubted myself there. But I got the 3D printer working again, so that's a W. It's been broken the last couple of days, and it's made me very, very sad. So it's working again now, hopefully. I had a couple of issues with it. I'm not gonna lie. I accidentally stabbed myself, which is very concerning, and it should be. What? Excuse me? Lag? Okay. Well, anyway. I accidentally stabbed myself with my knife while I was working on one of the 3D printer stuff. Not fun. Not my particularly proudest moment either, but it's okay. I live. It was just a small flesh wound. But, yeah, outside of that, it's working. I had to rewire the whole thing, which was kind of fun. I guess one of the firmware updates, they reversed the signal for a couple of the wires from the main board. And so unfortunately I had to rewire a lot of it, but oh crap. Okay, I kind of messed that up. It's fine though. Is it fine? I don't think I can. I don't know if I can make that. Crap. How do you do that? Hang on. Oh. Okay. I don't know if that's how that's supposed to be done. I'm gonna be honest. Huh. Anyway, see, I've been messing around with that. That's been fun. I've got some game development stuff done today. We're almost done with the free course that I was supposed to get done before I even bought the full course. I have the full course. I just haven't finished the free one yet. So I'm almost done with that though, which is good. I'm gonna try to finish that all up tonight, so I can start working on some real stuff later today or tomorrow, maybe. I was actually debating canceling stream just so I could go ahead and finish that. But I was like, well, no, I really want to do something today. And then I was debating what I was going to do. We kind of joked around about doing a stream where I make a restaurant, like on paper. This is like a school project sort of deal. I think I did it as a school project once. I'm sure it was a public school project at one point in time. But, you know, just making like, you know, a full menu, figuring out all the business logistics side of things. And just like doing it for fun, you know. I'm not gonna start a restaurant anytime soon. But I've kind of taken some jabs at the food industry, and I think honestly some of that is true. Like, I think I could run a business that maybe doesn't make more money than McDonald's, but makes better quality for the same price. And I think by doing that, you would actually make more money because you would run McDonald's out of business. You just got to be superior. That's all you have to do. I think I have some pretty good ideas. I was gonna do that today, but I wasn't feeling up to the challenge for today's stream. So I was like, well, let's play some MCCI like we always do, and it'll be okay. And so here we are. I'm not doing this one. I don't care. I don't want to do that one. That one's just not it. That's not good, I think. Yeah, stabbing yourself usually isn't really good. It was just in my thumb, and it was only a small little hole, but I did do it. And, you know, it wasn't my proudest moment. I have the knife somewhere nearby. I don't know where it is. I kind of got mad and threw it, the knife and the 3D printed object. But I feel like it was justified, you know. I don't usually throw things, but when you get stabbed, I feel like it's okay. Last year's computer science had that project. We haven't done it, and that makes me sad. The like running a business computer was a computer science thing. That's interesting. That's really, really interesting. Well, I've been wanting to do it. I did it in school like a very long time ago. I want to say it was for my science. Or no, it wasn't for my science. It was for my math because it was about profit and such. That is stressful. Hang on. What am I doing? Okay. I can't hear anything. Okay, there we go. Go. Crap. I can sometimes do a Neo. Okay. This one's a tough one. Let me catch up on chat while I do it. Because I could do some insane graphic design for it. I need to work on the AI stuff. Sloth gave me the details I needed to add and think about. I have a rough idea about how to make text working and making a menu thing. Right now we're doing research on jobs we would want, like detailed, and then making a slideshow. I made up some backup plan if streaming doesn't work. That's awesome, dude. I honestly, I've been thinking about having my brother do that because he's already almost done with his course. And it's just like, you know, I needed to do something to keep him busy, so I might have him do that. It's doing some research on some different jobs, just sitting down and actually saying, okay, what would I do if this doesn't work out? Because I know it's like, that's a big question. Like, what do I want to do? Well, obviously, you know one thing you want to do, but how could you realistically, you know, what if you can't do that? What if for some reason that industry collapses? Well, you have to have some fallbacks, and the longer you sit there and think and write things down, the quicker it comes to you, and the more ideas you might have, and it's not so bad. Plus doing some research on that and actually seeing, you know, what does interest you. I always had a hard time with coming up with careers as a kid. You know, I always wanted to be the eccentric one and have like the coolest job out of the entire family, and wanted to be making the most money. And I mean, that's normal for everybody, I think, but that dream's never really died out. There we go. Oh, there's another one. Oh, this is dumb. Okay. No, I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. I do not have to do that. I'm not doing this one either. We're doing the easy path. Sometimes you know your own limitations, and this is my limitation. I can't do Neos, and that's like all of that stuff. It is cruelty to assume that somebody should have to do a Neo. Okay, but yeah, I thought about doing the restaurant thing, because I was like, I want to design a competitor to McDonald's and actually like write it all out on paper and like properly come up with some stuff here to go, okay, could we realistically actually do this? Like, one idea I have right now that might have me able to beat McDonald's is, could we make burgers that come to order? So cooking burgers to order at a fast food restaurant, is that a thing we could do? Because if we can, I think we could beat McDonald's with that. On top of that, we're actually going to season our food. Our chicken nuggets aren't going to be questionable at best. They're gonna still taste good, but they're not gonna come from a questionable source. You know, I've got some ideas. So I think we could possibly run a restaurant, and it would be very successful. And I want to do it better than what Mr. Beast did, because Beast Burger kind of died out because he didn't do it right. I don't mean to be that guy, but he didn't really do it right. So, yeah, I think we could run a restaurant successfully, though. That is something. Let's see. What's going on, King Eggnog? Hey, hello, AOG. Welcome on in. Hello, Anthony. Welcome in. 50 taxes already. Jeez, dude. Also, Swifty, congrats on grabbing first, and thank you for submitting your taxes as well, dude. As for the AI stuff, I'm still toying around with how we're actually working with it, because, like, I think Sloth's idea is great. But there are a couple of things in my head that I'm trying to figure out how we work with, because for main NPCs especially, that works. It should be fine. You know, custom builds are gonna be all over the place. But just trying to figure out how to integrate that with in-game actions and such. It's gonna be kind of wacky, but I think we have a way to make it work. I made up a backup plan. This is also a good realistic thing to tell people. I don't think teachers, when they ask me what I want to do, they want a Twitch streamer. That's true. They're not expecting you to say Twitch streamer, or they'll say, oh, come on, be realistic. And that, nothing hurts more than that. I'm not gonna lie. When somebody says, oh, you want to play video games. No, that's not really what I want to do. Twitch streaming is more than just playing video games. But beyond that, like, yeah, you know, I understand that's not realistic anyway. But it's like, I like the freedom that comes with streaming and making videos and stuff, like, I don't have anybody sitting over my shoulder telling me I'm doing it the right or wrong way, and when they are, I can block them. Because usually they aren't my paycheck. You know, I like being able to talk. This is like the closest thing I could get to a job that is almost purely just talking as I can get. You know, I love Twitch. I love streaming on Twitch. I love the idea. And, you know, I think it would be a great career path, and I think there's a lot of people who have made it and plenty more who could make it. They just got to keep putting in some more effort and keep going, and they'll be there before they know it. But it's a tough job. It's a tough job. Thank you for the follow, White Child 69. That is a beautiful name. Let's see. Killing time right now. I'm early. How are you? I'm doing well. Doing well. Yeah, we're kind of killing. Well, right now we're not killing. I don't think we're gonna be able to get into a lobby, unfortunately. So I might have to move over to fishing or something, which is fine. We could always go to Sky Battle for a little bit. It's been a while since we've been back there. Let's see. Can you feel it in your beans or no? Oh, dude, I always feel it in my beans. My beans are feeling it. We love our beans. I love my beans anyway. Do you guys love your beans? Take care of your beans. Guard your beans. So weird. Oh, we finally got a match. Let's go. Okay. Esports. I've never really understood. I'm not gonna lie. This is one I really don't get. I don't get, like, how people can play, like, Valorant for, like, an esports team and make money. It doesn't make much sense to me. But, like, like Twitch and YouTube and those things, like, that makes sense because you're providing some form of entertainment, and there's ads, and there's people that are paying you and saying, like, hey, I find your content worth this much. Here's a little bit of money. You know, I get that, but I'm not sure I get, like, esports to an extent where it's like, you know, people getting paid a salary to perform in Valorant or CSGO or Overwatch or whatever esports leagues you're in. I mean, I think Smash Bros. Even has tournaments, and those make sense. Tournaments make sense because you pay an entry fee, and then they collect all that entry fee together and offer it up as a prize. That makes sense. But, you know, things like, for example, world tournaments for, oh crap, I almost messed that up. For Valorant, you know, I'm pretty sure that's just sponsored by Riot, so I guess maybe they just actually make that much money off the game that they can afford to run huge events like that. And if so, that is insane to me. That is actually insane. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it, I guess. I don't know. I have an idea of how to maybe make it work. Hey, yo, let's go. Oh, White Child, hi! You are white. I approve. Hi. I can't approve your whiteness. I'm sorry. Am I allowed to say that? I feel like I could get canceled for that. Hi. Oh well, you know, it's not the most cancelable thing I've ever said. Oh jeez. I actually don't have the exclamation mark clip command. I need to make it. I do. Because I use it all the time on other people's channels, but you know, okay, yeah. It's easy. Yeah, I know how to do it. I just, like, I even saw it in there when I was making the unlurk command. I was just kind of exploring some of the options. I saw how to do it. I just didn't do it for some reason. I got a lot of things I need to do with StreamerBot. I feel bad for how much I've been slacking with that. I think I can make it without jumping on the leaves now that I think about it. Oh well, it's fine. Okay. Let's see. I donated my beans to the orphan. Fair enough, fair enough. You also said something earlier, hang on. Hear me out, what if not just TSMP, but you end up as a new character for SBK? That would be cool. I don't know, I don't think I'd be a good fit for SBK if I'm honest. But I've also been saying that about, Twitch SMP. I don't know, if I were the creators on there, I don't know if I would pick me. I mean, like, let's be honest for a second. Let's be real. I have 600 subscribers to my name on YouTube. And that's where most of the content takes place anyway, so... I don't know if it would be in their best interest. Now, personality-wise, I do fit in somewhat well. I don't mean to brag. Avid followed me on Twitch, guys. That is my claim to fame from now on. I feel very happy about that. One of my favorite music artists follow me on Twitch. You know, I don't know, my content just really doesn't lend itself super well to SBK, probably. Now, I'm doing some things soon that would kind of shift that perception a little bit, but I've been saying soon for the last who knows how long, so I don't know if it's really fair of me to say, keep saying it's gonna be soon, you know? Also, thank you for lurk, Anthony, I appreciate it. Yeah, I guess I haven't said that before, but Avid followed me. Was it after yesterday's stream? I think I followed, we rated Avid after, or no, it was Monday, I think. I don't remember. It was Monday. It was Monday night. After Monday night's stream, he followed. And I was like, oh, let's go. I don't raid people for follows. I raid them because I like to watch their stuff. So it felt kind of nice about that. I don't know. I wasn't expecting it. It was nice though. It was very nice. I don't know. Right now, my main goal is to just keep doing what I've been doing. Unless Twitch SMP happens, in which case I'm going to change up what I've been doing a little bit, but not that much. People are going to be mad at me if I get into Twitch SMP at first, because I'm going to cancel all the King SMP streams that week. And we're going to play Twitch SMP instead for the full week. And then we'll drift back into a normal content schedule, but I don't know if I'm in Twitch SMP yet. My current working theory is we'll find out tomorrow if we are in it. And I can't say it if I am, so anyone that asks, I'm unable to tell you anything about it, but you know, that's a thing. I can't wait for Twitch SMP regardless. I'm going to be watching a lot of people's POVs, if I can, anyway. Oh, crap. Alright, there we go. And I've got I'm really excited for Skyblock Kingdom Season 2. I've been slowly watching more and more people's perspectives on that. And really hyped about that whole group. They've been doing some really great things. Really enjoyable, that's for sure. I've become a little bit of a fan of some of their content. Duvid, he's great. I love Duvid. I love Elfie. They're all great content creators. Leap 3 champion. 22 seconds ain't bad. That ain't bad. Okay. After having been almost dead last the last couple of times, I'll take that. Okay, let's go. Keep moving. I don't know what it is about parkour. It's just fun. It's fun to sit here and run around and jump and yap. It's kind of, you know, it's the same reason I do tree parkour. Oh. It's why I do tree parkour with, like, in, like, King SMP. Something about it is just so relaxing to the point where my mind isn't thinking a whole lot. It's just, it's able to speak. I don't have to think intently on what I'm doing. It's kind of a mindless activity of, okay, it's kind of like walking in real life. It's kind of like walking. Also, ads are about to start, I think. So just a heads up for you all. I'm sorry. I know they suck. But I'm not going to do a whole lot while you guys are gone, I promise. I'm just going to be jumping from block to block. And probably losing. But it's okay, because we're having fun. Okay, there we go. Thinking about MCC and MCC Island and all that, I watched Fire Breath Man earlier today. He was live streaming. We've actually rated Fire Breath Man a couple of times. He's a really cool dude. I just don't get to see as much of his stuff as I'd like. But yeah, he's a really, really cool dude. I'd like to watch more of his stuff, like I said. What? Okay. I can't make that jump for some reason. That's fine. Whoa. Okay, there we go. I am not gonna live. But I'm gonna try. No! Oh, that was a bummer. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, that's fine. I'm just really excited, I guess, for this year. I've been getting a lot done. I'm trying to think what all we got off my to-do list. I closed out 3 separate windows worth of tabs, which each had about 5, but, you know, taking off 5 times 3, that's 15. Taking off 15 tabs total off your computer is pretty good. I've been just trying to clean up my workspace a little bit so you guys can see a little bit behind me. It's a little more clean. A little, not a ton, but a little more clean. I've cleaned up all of this stuff over here. I've been trying to get organized. I've been trying to get my life in order, and it's been a long time coming. But it's sort of in order. I need to get into a good workflow for YouTube. I've got I finished. How much do I want to say about that? I finished one thing that I'm really excited for, but I need to get like 2 more things done for it before I can show you guys it. I think I've talked about it on stream before, but I'm hesitant to talk about it because I can't remember if I did. I need to get the website finished. that's nowhere near done. The website is nowhere near done. But you know, the idea is there. I need to work on it some more though. I think I can pull an embed from YouTube for some of it, which is helpful. If you can, I think you can do this anyway. You basically run an embed where it pulls from the playlist, and you use the playlist to define like newest videos. So if you want all of your newest videos and all your newest VODs to show up, then you just use the playlist and it sorts by newest. And usually I think that works correctly. It's been a while since I've like looked into it, but I want this thing to look absolutely insane. So I've been experimenting a little bit with that. Maybe we work on that next. I don't know. I need to get back on the video grind though, that's for sure. I've got one series I'm really hyped about. I've got about 15 episodes planned out for it, which I think is pretty good. I've got some plans for possible secondary series, and then I've got another documentary in the works, which I'm really, really hyped about. There we go. I'm not in the lead. Or am I? I hear everybody behind me, but I don't... Okay, I'm not in the lead anymore. Okay, that's fine. I was too worried about what everybody was doing behind me that I stopped paying attention to in front of me. That's a really good life lesson, okay, guys? Really quick. You didn't pay for this, you didn't ask for this, but I'm giving you some unwarranted advice. Don't pay attention to what everybody else is doing around you. You know, keep your head down, do your own thing, and just enjoy it. Because if you're too busy paying attention to what everybody else is doing, you're gonna fall off a cliff. Metaphorically, and maybe physically too, who knows? I have seen that happen to some people. You get so distracted that you do actually end up falling off the Grand Canyon, which isn't great. Don't fall off the Grand Canyon. I've not seen that well, I have seen that physically happen to people, but not in front of me, like through video. I've seen some things, guys. I think it was, who was it? Who was talking about throwing brains? Kit. Kit was talking about throwing brains during one of her streams, and like the how to best do it. I don't know if she realizes how realistic her description of how to throw a brain was, but it was pretty darn realistic. I've seen people throw brains. You get on the wrong side of the internet once, and it changes you. Yeah, you just put it in the palm of your hand and kind of yeet it the best you can. It holds its shape a little. Brains are cool. They're really cool. I've been teaching anatomy. I say teaching very loosely. I've been reading the curriculum, so it's kind of like what a teacher does at public school, except I don't know, a little less nerdy. I don't know. I actually, well, maybe a little more nerdy. I know more than what I've actually read through the curriculum, and I'm answering questions about the curriculum and doing a little extra research, but you know, I do know some things about the brain. But I've been teaching my brother a little bit about that, and it's a very complicated thing, let me tell you. The nerves, the brain, it's very interesting, though. It is very, very interesting. Whew. No. That was really, really cool, and now I can't do it. Okay, we're gonna take the long way. But yeah, the brain is sick. The brain is sick. I wanna do a little more research on the brain, actually, because I know I'm, at some amount of risk for some brain issues. I completely messed that up. Okay. There we go. I know I'm at the risk for some mental issues where it's like, okay, yeah, your brain is just degenerating. Just because, like, I have not taken good care of myself, and you see that in a lot of elderly patients. They didn't take good care of themselves when they were younger. They stayed up way too much. They, they had a lot of bad habits. Some of them did. Luckily, I don't have too many bad habits. It's mostly just sleep related. So I want to try to do some research on both sleep, but also on how some of that works, because I can't come up with a cure myself, but I am just curious how all that works and seeing if there's anything I can actually do for myself. Otherwise, I'm screwed. Okay, I'm dead. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it, Admiral. I think they moved on without me. Because there's only four more left. That's fine. I might go into Sky Battle. I don't know. I don't love Sky Battle. It's a great one. It's fun to play with viewers. So I don't mind doing it then. But if it's just me, I'm usually playing Parkour Warrior. Let's see. I'll say this much about the game development stuff. I have a couple of ideas, and a couple of things that we're gonna start working on relatively soon. I'm gonna hopefully have I'd like to start working on the movement system. Well, Sloth has been doing a lot of the technological stuff and doing a lot of the 2D demo. I really want to get some of that 3D stuff going, and I think I've got a good movement system in mind that should be fun to play around with, and I don't know if there's going to be a skill tree with it or not. I'm honestly kind of just debating making the skill tree in the game just about how well you know the game, and instead of making it about like, oh yeah, and instead of being I unlock the combat slide at level 5 and I have to spend skill points to get it, you have combat slide at all times, but learning how to use it in the appropriate situations is the skill, instead of having to go and unlock it yourself. I kind of like that idea, because I don't love locking things behind skills or not behind skills, but behind like playtime. I think if you want to do certain things, you should be able to do certain things. If we add hand-to-hand combat like I'd like, I want combos to be something that you just figure out how to do. You have to press certain keys at certain moments, at certain timings, and some of it's a hold down, some of it's a light press, and whatever happens with that happens, and it's, it is what it is. But I've got some ideas. Player controller would be a lot of fun, though. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Outside of that, I kind of just want to work on the player stuff in general, because I think that's probably the most interesting part about it, is you as a player are so customizable and so unique every time. Because not only can you customize your character, but you're able to customize the way they interact with the world by speaking, you know? I love the fact that we're going to have a mic system, and that mic will hopefully feed into the game in a way that'll be fun and immersive. But you know, like I was saying, the player is going to be a very unique thing to the game, where usually in most games nowadays, the player character is rigid. You know, it's somebody else's voice lines interacting in somebody else's world the same exact way every single time. And I don't know. I love the idea of being able to carve your own path and actually be the character. I feel like that art has been sort of lost to a certain degree. You know, when I played, nothing wrong with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, but when I play Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, which I haven't in a very long time, I don't feel like I'm Cal Kestis. I feel like I'm playing as Cal Kestis. You know, there's a huge difference there. And that's not me dissing on Star Wars or anything. I love Star Wars games, and Jedi Fallen Order was a very well-received game. The gameplay was very nice. But story-wise, it didn't really immerse me. And that's what I've been searching for in games lately, and what I want to really build up in mine is the immersion. I want to immerse people in this, and that's what I want to do with my TV show that I've been writing as well. I'm a very creative person now I'm thinking about it. I didn't realize how creative I have been the last couple of years, really. But I just want to do these creative projects and really enjoy them. And, you know, with my TV show, it's all about immersion and about really growing attached to the characters of the show. And I have the perfect ways to do it. There's nothing like a good old trauma bond, am I right, people? Trauma bonds are actually a really interesting thing. I've been researching that a little bit, actually. We talked about pebbling. What was it, last week, I guess? About how, like, sometimes people share memes as a form of pebbling, which is, like, they share a meme back and forth, and like, that's their way of finding out if that person reciprocates their sense of humor, if they approve of the things they find funny, if they disapprove, things like that. Or and like back in with the ping ones, that's where it actually gets its name, where they pick up rocks to build nests with and they try to impress the females. It's also a way of trying to impress people as well, saying like, see, my humor isn't as deformed as all of these people's, love me. And you know, I relate to that. But pebbling is a really interesting thing, but so is trauma bonds. Trauma bonds are really, really interesting. And for anyone who doesn't know what those are, it is basically a traumatic experience happens, and as a result of that, you bond with somebody. Usually they're not super healthy, but they can result in, like, relationships happening and forming. Okay, that took a little sweet time, but okay. We made it through, though. That's a good times with Scarskin. Nice. But trauma bonds are really interesting. I've seen many people deal with them in their own unique ways. They're very, very interesting, though. And, like, that's one of my, like, many fears in life is I don't want to ever get into a trauma bond. So I'm going to do my absolute best to never get one. But it's really tough to know the signs, because it's like, on one hand, I'm failing. On one hand, it's like, you know, you can't help any connections you make with people. but you don't want them to be born out of something unhealthy either. So you have to find a reason to be attached to each other that isn't related to said traumatic event, you know? I don't want to be friends with 9/11 victims because I'm also a 9/11 victim. I want to be friends with them because we've experienced life together in a good way as well. We have things in common. We both like Star Wars. We like to eat pizza, and we love coffee. Coffee is one of our major personality traits. That's why you should be friends with somebody, not because you went through insert thing here. Now, insert thing here, sometimes that's a perfectly okay reason to be friends, but an example of trauma bonds, actually, funnily enough, is school to some degree. There are some people, that they're not friends after school. And it's purely because they're friends only out of circumstance. We're friends here because we have to, we go here together. And that's the only reason we're friends. And I kind of hate that. I'm not going to lie. I hate that that's how friendships are in our early life. Luckily, I think there should be some element of that, like, oh yeah, we frequent this place together, but it shouldn't be the only reason we're friends, We should hang out outside of schools. We should hang out outside of churches and whatnot. But that's another really, really interesting thing. Young people are more lonely than young people out of any generation of all time, as far as I'm understanding. And that all comes down to the fact that we don't have to go places to be quote unquote social. You get on social media, and that's considered being social to some degree now. And this isn't me dogging on social media. I think social media is a great tool. But, oh gosh. I hate this one so much. I think social media is a great tool, though. It is a great tool. But I also know that it hurts young people in terms of, like, for example, we have arcades in our pocket. It used to be if you wanted to play a game, you had to go to the arcade. And you know what that meant? You were going to socialize with people, and you were going to get competitive, and it was going to be a good time. You don't have that anymore, though, Oh, that was actually a really fun course. That was a really, really fun course. But you don't have that anymore. So, arcades, that's one thing. And I would argue this one's for the better, but drinking. Young people don't drink as much as older generations did. So going to the bar and getting a drink and socializing just isn't really a thing that happens anymore. And there's not an alternative to that as far as I'm aware. It wouldn't be so bad to have, like, a soda bar or something. Although I don't think people would go to get a soda bar. That doesn't make much sense. But setting up a proper area like an arcade, I think arcades would actually do very well, especially if you just modernize them a little bit. Do some VR stuff. Yeah, it kind of sucks to maintain all of that, but do that. Set up an 8-ball table. That was a very popular thing in the bar scene. And I think it could be a very popular thing still today. Have that. Have a drink bar where, you could even serve alcoholic beverages there, but serve Coca-Cola. and root beer and some things like that. Things that, you know, I don't drink. Well, that's fine here. You can still enjoy yourself here. I think that's part of the issue now that I think about it. All these companies and all these scenes, they are rejecting modern. Oh, you barely beat me. Wow, that's insane. Anyway, they all reject modernity. Modernity. I don't know if that's a word, but they reject modern society in favor of just not changing, and that's just not how it works. Because now society has moved on, and it's for the worse. And, you know, that's... Whose fault is that on? I don't know. But you gotta fix it at some point, because, you know, like I said, the bar scene, it's fading. And young people aren't drinking, so we can kind of correlate that a little bit here. They're not drinking as much anyway. They are drinking, just not nearly as much as older generations. So what do? Well, we need to change some of our tactics here. And we're going to start serving other things, and we're going to do some other things to draw people in. We're going to host LAN parties. I don't know, LAN parties might be a little outdated, but hosting little tournaments, you could even do LAN parties and do, like, actual games, so, like, that people still play. So, okay, yeah, we're going to host an in-house tournament where you guys can play Minecraft Sky Wars, and we're just going to have fun with that. We're going to do a Valorant tournament in-house, and so on and so forth, and just coming up with some different ideas to draw in some crowds and sell a couple of drinks, you know? You know, doing a restaurant, like for example, my restaurant idea, right? I've told you guys a little bit about this. We want to compete against McDonald's. Well, what does McDonald's not have anymore? It doesn't have the play place. The play place. Jeez, words are hard. That should be a thing that we should have back in restaurants. I know they were messy, and the poor minimum wage worker had to clean it, but that was just part of the deal. And you know, our childhood was pretty good. And it was a way for children to socialize, you know? We actually learned how to play with each other there. Playgrounds are becoming less and less popular, or more so just less and less used. I think I see more abandoned playgrounds than I do see in-use playgrounds, you know? Which is very sad. That is very sad now I think about it. Oh, I messed that up. Okay. Yeah, it's really interesting to see the fall of some of these things from my childhood and seeing how they could have become something better, but their refusal to evolve or their insistence on being cheap have ruined it, you know? Oh my gosh. How do you do that? Oh, okay. That's fine. But yeah, like you know, we could bring back the play place. We could, what else could we do? You could set up some little arcade games. Nothing too crazy, though, that would break often. But something relatively easy. You know those, like, self-service machines that McDonald's have? Those are great. You know what they run on? Android. Why not make, like, a little mini-game touchscreen thing? And it might not be anything too crazy, but it's something that the kids can go play with for a little bit while parents are talking or eating. Make parents want to bring their kids there. You know, my niece and nephew, they love Chick-fil-A. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that they can get ice cream, for one, by trading in their toy. I think that's a fantastic thing. Two, some of them still have play places, and they like to play in the play place. They associate that with having a good time. They associate those restaurants with having a good time, and so they want to go back, even if it means they aren't going to be playing or getting the ice cream. Because, you know, let's say they go to a different Chick-fil-A and it doesn't have the play place, they still know they have a good time at Chick-fil-A, and they like the food because they associate it with a good time. So a lot of it has to do with psychological engineering as well, and making places and businesses more appealing. And I think that's the problem. Companies have become soulless, and they always have been soulless to some degree, but they feel extra soulless, and we realize it now because they have lost that sense of care. You know, we're gonna milk you for all you're worth, and if you're dissatisfied, we're gonna send a regional manager there, but we're not gonna check back up on you and make sure that we kept it satisfactory. You know how many times a regional manager has come to my local McDonald's, and the mess has gone back right to being the same exact way after about a week of them being gone? It's been at least 3 times, and I've only lived here 3.5 years. So, you know, it's not good. It's not good. It's not good enough, rather. And I think a lot of it has to do with the quality and care that you put into something. We pay you to do a job. If you don't do your job, we're going to fire you. And if we have trouble keeping employees, then yeah, we're going to start paying employees more and saying, hey, this is your job. We're paying you more now. So start acting like you're actually getting paid this amount of money. Fast food has that problem of, you know, getting good workers and being able to pay them, because your profit margin is usually so small. But, oh, I was so close. I was so close, man. Yeah, running businesses is really an interesting thing. Oh, crap. Hey, Jorby, thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. I am messing this up. I wasn't intending on talking about businesses today and, like, fixing society, but, you know, we ended up talking about it. Crap, I keep messing that up. It's been 20 times that you've submitted your taxes. GG, Jorby. GG. Oh my gosh. Okay. Am I not going to the right spot? There we go. I don't know if I'm gonna make it in time, but I can try. GG, easy, for real, dude. We're just chilling on MCCI today. Nothing super crazy. But it's been a good time so far. Alright, there we go. No! Oh. There we go. Okay. I've caught up. I will take this. I was really far behind earlier, so this isn't too bad. Sometimes you just get those jumps that are really difficult for some reason, and they're not even that hard. They're just hard to you. You get caught up in your mind and you struggle. There we go. I'm at least not last. Okay. Okay, go. Alright. I gotta figure out where I'm putting my arm here. There we go. That's a little better. I don't know. We'll try it. It's a little easier to move my arm. Oh. I'm not paying attention now. Look who's in trouble. It's a little easier for me to move my arm and all that like this. Man, it's cracked up the video game for real. I don't know about cracked, but I'm decent sometimes. I've actually only won Parkour Warrior once, I think. But it was a good time. I've come close a few times as well. But it's never been close enough to really say oh, this is a rough one. I don't know. How is that supposed to work? You know, I don't know. Okay, there we go. Okay. That was okay. You know, I hate the disappearing ones, but they're kind of fun. They're really tricky, but it's a mind game. It's a fun mind game for me. Trying to do pattern analysis and such. Like, I love finding patterns. I love finding patterns in people, in games, in music. Patterns are all around us that I think about it. Why am I so philosophical today? Patterns are all around us. We must first observe them to understand how the world truly works. And once we understand that, we will understand ourselves. Like, what is wrong with me, dude? I don't know. There's patterns all over, though. You know, people aren't as random as we like to believe. And people are very predictable as well, which is really scary. I've gotten really good at reading some people, and I'd like to believe I'm getting better at reading other people. But some people I can predict pretty decently well. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a thing. There's nothing wrong with being predictable. It's actually a good thing. Being consistent means that you know, people can count on you. I don't know. That is actually kind of nice. Okay. But yeah, it's kind of nice being dependable. Hi. What are we doing? Are we taking Screeny? Okay, hi. Can you invite me? Yeah, I'll do that here in a second, Jorby. I've got another leap here. But yeah, people are kind of predictable. It's fun. Sometimes I'll sit down at night and I'll just kind of go, okay, what do I think is gonna happen tomorrow? Who do I think is gonna message me? Who do I think is going to, who do I think is going to, you know, who's gonna message me? What are they gonna message me about? And, you know, you can even go deeper into that and going, okay, based on all the pattern analysis I've done so far before then, like, you know, for example, I've been doing pattern analysis on Twitch SMP, and trying to figure out like all the ins and outs of that, and like trying to give myself a good idea of when they might get into contact with applicants on whether or not they've been accepted. I've come to the conclusion myself that it should probably happen tomorrow. However, I have no clue how far they've gotten into party invite. Let's see, where are you, Jorby? It's just Jorby. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Welcome to the party, Jorby. What was I talking about? Right. So I've done pattern analysis on that, and I've come to the conclusion that tomorrow is probably going to be the day that they start getting back to people on applications, just based off of previous years of when it's closed and when they announced members and such, and saying like, well, they had to have stream delay got me burr. Oh no, it's okay, it's okay. But you know, they had to have done a certain amount of applications per day within that time period, and so I kind of did some number crunching on that and said, well, if they were able to do 600 in the course of this many days, then they can do 500 in the course of this many days. On top of that, I was able to kind of deduce that a lot of applications get thrown out because they're not actual content creators. They only stream, you know, maybe once a month, and like that's not gonna count to get into Twitch SMP. You've got things like they don't play Minecraft, and they say they're going to play Minecraft, but only if they get into the SMP. It's like, that's not how that works. We need to know that you're dedicated to the game, that you're not going to drop out on us within, you know, a month. You know, that's the big thing. And a lot of people don't get that. But you know, they try to sort through some of those. Oh, I was Leap Champion? Heck yeah. I pop in to submit my taxes really quick. I'm gonna go play games though. Might be back. All right, sounds good, Frost. Thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. King, what are your thoughts on hackers? Despicable people. Cheating to win a game is kind of sad. Oh. But people do it. There are people who pay for their hacks even, which is really concerning. I just threw my chance to be in the duel. No! I'm throwing. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Dang. What were our next jumps? Would I have been able to make it? Oh, dude. I would have had that in the bag. Oh, well. Oh, wow. That's a bummer. That is what it is. But yeah, people that cheat to win video games is kind of sad and a little bit pathetic. I don't know. I didn't even know hacks costed money until yesterday when I was watching old Tommy Innit vids. Yeah. Yeah, there's some cheats that are free, but they usually come with like viruses and malware. Because ultimately you do pay with something. That is the sad thing about a lot of free stuff is you're either paying by watching an ad, which isn't going to be in the case of that's just not going to be in the case of cheats and hacks. But so if you're not paying for them, you're probably paying with personal information, or you probably are getting hacked yourself, which is really not fun. Oh. So usually you just pay for it. You pay for the well-known ones, and they usually get live development from the developers, and they just try to keep it up to date and against all anti-cheats. Nice. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there's a lot of cheaters and hackers. People that hack, like, actually hack into websites and such, I really despise them. They could be using their power for good and make a lot more money doing that, but they instead choose to hurt people. It's like, that's not right. Also, I am very sorry, ads will be starting here in a couple of seconds. Just throwing that out there for you guys. Take care of yourselves. Use the bathroom by the time you're done. Ads might be over. Unless you're a really quick peer. In which case, GG. You got me there. You know, I've never timed my peas. Not that I feel like I should have. Mayor Mumbo? Mayor Scar? Oh my gosh. This is awesome. I'm sorry, this is really, really awesome. I wouldn't want to know how fast you pee, like TMI for real. I don't know, man. I'm really curious now. How fast do I pee? Like, this is very important information. Everybody needs to know. Oh, I messed that up. I'm just a millisecond too early on that. Okay, there we go. I need to really, really get good, don't I? I say millisecond. It was a couple of milliseconds if we're being honest. Hey, Jorby. Let's go. You made it too, man. All right. Rope swing, easy. Okay. Window skips. Oh, you're passing me. Okay. I'm getting left in the dust. Maybe not left too far in the dust. Maybe only 2 seconds, but still. 2 seconds is a considerable amount when you're dealing with life or death. Okay, sorry, I'm still getting over the fact that Mayor Scar and Mayor, Mumbo are in my lobby. That is wild. Okay. Whoa, you can't make that jump. Okay, that was almost really bad, but we're good. We're fine. Everything's okay. Or is it? I'm just gonna follow you, dude. You got these jumps down to a T. Dang. Okay. I don't know if I've ever done this one. I might have. It looks familiar, I just can't remember. I am way behind already. I gotta figure out how people are so fast. I prefer to go this way. Okay, I'm keeping on their tail. I am keeping on their tail usually. You got this, Jorby. I don't know where you're at, but you're somewhere out there. I think I saw you. But I believe. Also, welcome back from the ads, everybody. We're still hanging in there on the same round. Oh, how do you get in there? Okay. I'm gonna get my butt handed to me on this one. I am not fluid with the trapdoor jumps. Jorby. I don't see him. That's not good. I believe in you, dude. Oh, okay. I don't believe in you. That's wild. I'm sorry. I went the wrong way. It looked like a multiple choice sort of deal there, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll just go this way. Can't do that. I'm throwing. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. Okay. Ah. Oh my gosh, there's no way. There is a way. Oh no! No! No, that's evil. That's just not right. Okay. I think of Parkour Civilization when I see this map. Because you got the desert, and then you had the cold one just behind us with the ice jumps, and it's like, oh yeah. Nobody jumps for the steak in Parkour Civilization. Come on, let me be number 2. Let me be number 2. Oh no. I was so close. Oh man. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay right now. No, it's not. I don't feel okay. I somehow missed my mouth a little bit there. That's okay. What were we talking about earlier? There's something I wanted to add to our conversation about one of the things, and I can't remember. We were talking about hackers. Was it about trauma bonds? No, it was after trauma bonds. Patterns. Maybe. I think it was about patterns. We were talking about Twitch SMP. I was talking about their patterns. Yeah, so according to their patterns right now, we'll get an announcement regarding patterns before hackers, I think. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Thank you, Jorby. Thank you. Patterns are really interesting. So, with like Twitch SMP, for example, I've got the pattern down that the announcement for the release date will be in a couple of days. The launch date will probably be February 1st. They're going to get into contact with all the applicants either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, depending on how quickly they were able to sift through everything. Okay, that's fine. But you know, based on all that information, you know, I've been able to kind of deduce when they're gonna get into contact with people, and it's really interesting. I think Twitch SMP is a cool thing. Hello, Jorby. On top of that, based on prior seasons and how many they accept every time, it seems like they accepted 25-ish new people each time, which tells me that, you know, based on that information that you get, you can plug that into an odds calculator and pretty confidently calculate your odds if it was all random. And you know, there's not an entire truth of randomness to it, so you can also cut out some things. Like, you know, I'm pretty confident that there are some people who applied that just definitely won't be in. I think half the people that apply usually, and this isn't me being cocky or anything, it's just, you know, they don't fit the criteria for the SMP. You know, if you're not an active Minecrafter, it makes no sense for you to be in an SMP where it's, you know, focus is about streaming Minecraft on Twitch. You know, YouTubers probably apply for it. They probably don't get in, because, you know, it's for Twitch. Rip Jorby. Oh, I think I can make that. Can I make that? I don't think I... Well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it, but they are. But it's a really interesting thing. Because you can start kicking people off that list and going, okay, so from 500, we're down to 250. That's not too bad of a chance, you know? I'll take that. That's, what, a 10% chance? 1 in 10 people are going to make it that applied. And on top of that, you can look at it from a point of, you might be able to go, okay, well, based on who's applying, do I think I have a better shot? Well, I might, because I have more experience, or I run a server myself. Depending on how well you leverage some of your skills in your application, also go into your odds. And you can sort of go, okay, I think I might be better at writing applications than these amount of people and leveraging my skills. Because the average person don't take applications seriously. Or they take them too seriously alternatively, which is also to your detriment. You want to have some fun with it. You want to put your personality into it, because that's what they're going off of, is they want to put you in the SMP over your personality. It's a really interesting thing. It's very, very interesting. I've been Leap Champion 3 times. I might be on something. I don't know. Did all the good people get out somehow? I mean, I don't think so. But they're all behind by a pretty good amount, so I don't know. Oh, this one I hate. Everybody has their weaknesses, I suppose. Mine are just stairs, which is relatable to real life too. Oh, I don't know if you can land in the lava or not. I don't want to find out though. I might win this one. I actually might win this. Hang on. I gotta lock in. Lock in really quick. We're just gonna pull the mic over a little bit. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's this one. Dang it. I just had to say something. I actually hate this one so much. Come on. Come on, King. Come on, King. You're supposed to be number one. Breathe. There we go. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, well, that's a bummer. If you win this, you deserve immediate Twitch SMP membership. Membership. Yeah, definitely. There's a reason I lost, right? I'm not too, like, I don't know, it's not gonna bug me if I get in or if I don't get in, you know? If I get in, great. If I don't get in, it's not like it's the end of the world either. Like, I've got other things I should be doing as well. Well, your head's on backwards. I just realized. Has it always been that? Wait, what? Is your head supposed to look like that? I'm sorry, What you mean backwards? It's just... Do you not... I thought you had eyes. This is a blindfold? Oh. Okay, I see. It's my texture thing messing it up. I got you, okay. I have 3D skin texture, so it looks a little off. It looked like your hood was on the other way, and I was like, that doesn't look right. That makes so much more sense, though. Okay. Yeah, okay. That was throwing me off, I'm not gonna lie. Washed DVD player. Some of these names are insane, okay? Washed DVD player, derp mask, Brie or not to Brie. Like, I don't know. Some of these names are honestly awesome. Black Swan. Black Sean, actually. I think it's Sean. It's a different way to spell Sean. You know, there's some really interesting names on here. And my eyes are really low on my face. That's fair. That's fair. I don't blame you one bit. If you don't have a mouth on Minecraft, it's not such a bad thing to do the lower eyes, because you can do them a lot bigger and you can do more hair. So then it doesn't look like you're balding, which is nice. Nobody wants to be bald. Well, okay, I shouldn't say nobody. My brother wants to be bald. So I can't say no. Well, I can't say nobody because it's my brother. He is a nobody. Let's be real for a second. Yes, that's a lame joke. We're making it anyway. Let's see, thing is, I didn't make the skin. I mean, I changed the blindfold, but someone else did the rest. Okay, I gotcha. That's fair. Nothing wrong with picking a skin you like. Well, I can't, well, I made mine mostly. It's a combination of a couple of skins. I took elements from a couple of skins that I just really liked, and then I put them together, and then I recolored, actually. It was originally silver armor. I converted that all over to gold, and I think I did a decent enough job at it. I seem to remember doing the gold myself, anyway. So, you know, that was a thing. The blue was originally red, I think. Yeah, I seem to remember that being the case. And I took that from a different skin, actually. The blue. Or the red. I want to say the face I made myself entirely. I want to do a new skin. I've got an idea rolling around in my head. It's kind of scary because I've been using this skin for literally years. So to swap my skin now would feel kind of strange. But I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. Come on. Come on, King. You could do it better than that. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? I usually do this one, like, in my sleep almost, but not today. Oh my... Okay. Don't get tilted. Don't get tilted. Okay, we're fine. Everything's okay. Okay, move. You have no time whatsoever. There we go. I'm sorry, I have to stress myself out sometimes. Hopefully I wasn't stressing you out, Jorby. Okay, let's go this way. Can you not make that jump? What? Okay, gotcha. Helps if you do it right. That is for sure. Okay, nope. Not gonna work out there. Nope. I'm bad. Oh my gosh, where'd all my skill go? I mean, I guess what skill would be an applicable question here? My ex hasn't responded yet to the message I sent. Have you seen her in person since then? She might want to be talking, she might want to talk to you in person about it, or she just doesn't want to see you ever again. Either way, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, doing that over text may have not been the best move, but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe not the worst idea either. Dang, okay, that got dark really quick. Yeah, I was worried. Yeah, I'm not saying that, like, to make you feel bad or anything, just more so just saying, like, that might be why she feels that way. Would you have done it in person? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. It's tough. Like, I should do it in person. I know that much. So, maybe not in person, but I probably would have given her a phone call. If I didn't think I could do it in person, I probably would have done it over the phone. Which is a little better, vocally speaking, I guess it's a little bit better than... It's still hard, don't get me wrong. But then again, I guess I don't ever really see myself being in a close enough relationship that I can ever... like, actually break up in person. I've never seen myself in that view. Not, well, I have not in a while, though, you know? There's just nobody nearby me that I could see, you know? So for me, it would be virtual, very likely, or not virtual, long distance virtual. Those two. So, you know, for me, I guess I would have to do it over either of those two. Would you say you are good at streaming? At streaming. Yes. Or no. So this is a question for you guys as a viewer. Would you say that you are good at streaming? See, that's an interesting thing. On one hand, like, I feel like yes, but on the other hand, I feel like no. I don't think you ever really get good at streaming. You just get better than what you were before. But on the other hand, like, I can also see that, you know, you could be good at streaming, and like I think that makes me a good streamer to some degree, of realizing like there's still room to grow and there's still places for me to become greater in. So yes, I see myself as a good streamer, but also on the other hand, I see myself as a bad streamer to some degree. Knowing the big thing, I think, is being able to look at yourself and saying, being able to say, like, I'm not making something that I would watch. If you can't do that, I think you run the risk of being a bad streamer. So being able to be honest with yourself, and then being able to look at that and saying, it's not me quitting. I need to look at this and say, how can I make it better? So one thing that recently I've been doing is I want to make my interactions better. I want to make them better and draw in more people. And I've got a couple of channel point ideas that I think could be fun for that as well. That make the interaction a lot of fun. King Kit is here. She's about to come in here and say, "Shut up, PogChamp. You're the best streamer I know." Is she here? I don't know. I don't. I guess she is. I don't know. I don't look at the alert tab too closely, but I guess she is. I don't know. I mean, she could. I don't know. Am I a good streamer? Sure. Am I good at streaming? I don't know. I guess that's the thing. I'm a good streamer, but I think my streams are crap, okay? There you go. I have the qualities of a good streamer. My streams aren't it. That's how I would view it. You know, I've got the right mindset and I've got the right ideas, but I'm lazy. She was like 5 minutes ago and she's gone. Usually, if somebody mentions that especially if it's her, if somebody mentions that she's lurking, she usually leaves as soon as that happens. I don't know if it's to troll me so that she thinks that I don't know. I don't know. It's funny, though. It is kind of funny. It's usually coincidence, though. She usually has things that she needs to do. She's probably working on a video right now, to be honest. Because SPK episode 4? Yeah, we're waiting on 4. Is coming out, and, you know, that's a big one. I don't know what else she needs to do with it, but I'm sure she's got a lot going on. On top of that, she might just be getting ready to stream. Who knows? I'm dead. Yeah. People who alert tend to leave when called out. There is that too. There is that too. She's not set to stream today. Did she release her schedule? She's been sick the last couple of days, so she actually might just be grinding out editing then. I don't know. I'm heading out for real. Alright, see ya, Jorby. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you, dude. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Also, I should probably party. Can I do /p kick? Yeah, p kick just Jorby. That way it doesn't queue us up with you in mind. But I wouldn't mind a random kit stream. I wouldn't either. was a little bummed out that she had to cancel the streams last week. I don't know how she's feeling today. I haven't gotten to ask her, actually. I could ask her a little later. Wait, you didn't fall for the slash me left the game, did you? No, I heard you say I'm heading out for real, or I saw that, and I just kicked you. Are you not leaving? If you're not leaving, then I'll re-add you to the party. My bad, dude. My bad. Here, party invite. Oh, you're not online. Okay. Let's see. Looks like someone what? My bad. What? Okay, it's fine. I don't know. Someone's doing something somewhere, probably. I'm so lost. I'm sorry. Okay. How long do these last? They don't expire. Okay. I'll take that. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it, Jorby. Thank you. We've yapped. We've yapped a lot. What else do I want to talk about today? There's so many other things we could be talking about. What else? What else? You guys ever try to fix a Roomba? That's a fun one. I need to work on it some more because I still don't think it's working. But I have a theory that the battery's gone bad and that it's at risk of exploding. Which was really funny. Because I was sitting there working on it and it was making this sound, and we tried to start it and it didn't start. And then my dad was like, well, that's weird. And it started getting louder and beeping faster. And it was like, that's really weird. My dad steps closer to it and he says it's gonna explode. I step away from it. He steps a little closer and he goes, he said, you're stepping away because you have a lot of life to live. I'm stepping closer because I'm ready to be done. I'm like, what? I'm sorry, like, what? My dad's humor has peaked, guys. Okay, it's been great. I wish my parents were that unhinged. They become that unhinged after they get a little closer to retirement. My parents aren't retired, but it's been within reach for a little while. Not within reach, but it's like visibly close. You know, they're almost done paying off the house, which has been a big deal for them. But as they get older, they just start to drop a lot of those old rules that they had, which is really fun. They're not nearly as quote-unquote uptight as they were. Although my parents were always very fair. They were never helicopter parents or anything like that. At least I didn't feel like they were. I'd rather have my parents who actually know where I am all the time than parents who don't care what you're doing, where you are, who you're with, or even care that you're online. You know, my parents, they made sure I was safe online. Usually. There were some exceptions to that rule, but, you know, usually you know, if I was on the computer, especially as a child, it was within the family room, so it was very clear what I was up to. And I didn't feel offended by that as a kid. You know, I had nothing to hide, so you know, what was I doing? Checking my emails? Not at 9 years old. No, at 9 years old, I was just playing a game. But if somebody was being weird on that game, they were able to see that and say, like, hey, don't talk to anybody on that game. Although they just told me that as a blanket rule. Anyway, one time I had somebody following me in the game, and I told them I was going somewhere else so that they would stop following me. And they followed me to that place, and then I warped out of there. It was fun. I was a little liar in a lot of games. My brother's like, you can't lie to them. That's not right. I'm like, well, they were following me. Like, well, I guess that's fair. It's okay to lie if it's for the right reasons. Apparently. Let me out. There we go. What game was that? RuneScape? Club Penguin? You're naming a lot of games that were in that right era. It was a game called... Okay, it was based off of a show called Superhero Squad. I think it was called Superhero Squad Online. And, it was a really, really old game based off of the Superhero Squad show, which was basically like Avengers, but before Avengers, like, existed. Not existed, but before the, like... It was like a test run, almost. It was actually a pretty decent show, from what I remember. Although I've been told that I've been viewing that through a nostalgic lens, which isn't fair. It was a kid's show, though. It had a sick theme song, though. Oh, dude. If you guys haven't heard the Superhero Squad theme song, look it up, okay? It was unironically gas, okay? Did I use that word correctly? Gas? I'm always worried that the mic isn't going to pick up the G. And you guys are going to hear something completely different. And, you know, that's not on my to-do list today. Oh. Neopets. Neopets. That's an old one. Low. Dang. We could do a little bit of quest hunting too, but I don't know. I like to get to the other side, and it's never got players, so I don't know. How much more do I have in terms of lessons for the course I'm on? I've got 3 more lessons. This one is 7 minutes. Let me mute the tab really quick. This one is 31 minutes. Oh my gosh. This one is 5 minutes. Okay. I can get one of these done. I might be able to get the other one halfway finished. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. 31 minutes is actually insane. It's about polishing, though, so it makes sense why it's so big. You gotta find the bugs. You gotta make the game enjoyable and have some replayability. So it makes sense. It does. Neopets. I only know Neopets from Odd Ones Out. I actually don't remember that one all that much. I remember the name, but that's about it. All I had was Roblox. Roblox existed when I was a kid, but I was never interested in it. By the time it really picked up popularity, I want to say I was probably 12. And I had already been, like, so infatuated with Minecraft. Like, bro, I was in deep obsession over this game. Potato Totato. That is a beautiful name. I love your name, sir. I love your name. It is beautiful. It is so beautiful. I'm gonna follow you. Luckily, I found Minecraft. Minecraft is great. How old was I when I first started Minecraft? I was, let's see, it was in 2012, so I was about... I was 8 years old. Maybe I was maybe it was in 13. I don't know. I think it was 2012, Christmas 2012. So almost 2013, but I was born halfway through the year, so it doesn't really matter which way you swing that. I was about 8 years old when I first started playing Minecraft, and it's had me in a chokehold since. I used to play on the Xbox 360 without any internet connection, and we played on the default disc version of the game. And that was weird, but we didn't have any updates. So it was stuck in the update that the Ender Dragon was in. Villagers, I think, didn't do anything, I want to say. We didn't have potatoes or carrots. Maybe villagers did do things, but they didn't... We didn't have potatoes or carrots or beetroot. We had this old tutorial world with a castle in it, and they taught you how to play Minecraft in it, and they taught you how to, like, build a little bit. Oh, I missed again. Like, it was wild, back then. I don't know, I love Minecraft. I remember when Pocket Edition got the full 1.0 update, and that was like, was that was that 2016 maybe? I don't know. It may have been 2016 because, I remember Minecon 2016 was held in Anaheim. It was the last one. And that was when they announced a lot of things. And I want to say that's when they announced that Pocket Edition was getting a full release. And that was kind of the beginnings of Bedrock, because they had Windows 10 Edition also included in that. And then very soon after that, they started to announce Better Together Update and how they were going to merge editions of the game. And, you know, they were going to cancel support for console editions. Like, I don't remember when that was. Man. Okay, hang on. Wow. I'm sorry. I'm going back in time. I've got that really, like, bad dad mucus. I don't know if you guys have, if your parents do this, but my dad, every morning, you'll hear from the bathroom, and there's memes of this, so I'm assuming it's not just me, but he goes, and, like, he's doing that the entire time. That's my dad, and I've got it really bad right now, and it's just all the time whenever I'm talking. If I talk at all, it starts to show up, and it's really bad. It's awful. I can't record anything, really, and it's really bad when I try to stream, but I do what I can, because I want to stream. Ain't gonna let a little tiny bit of flimsy mucus stop me. Hey, how's it going, Bionics? Old JK, how are you? I'm doing good, just chilling. Right now we're playing some MCCI. I'm doing pretty good. Theoretically, if you would want... Hang on. I need to focus up, but I will read your message here in a second, Ant. Oh. Okay. Oh my... Don't get tilted, don't get tilted, don't get tilted, King. It's not worth it. Okay. I'm not gonna rage. I'm not gonna rage. I forgot how OG you were. Yeah, I don't know. Is 2012 considered OG? Oh. I just realized how long ago it was. I was calculating. I was like, it was only a couple years ago. That was considered the golden age of Minecraft. That was like Captain Sparkles and Stampy and Hermitcraft was popping off, but it wasn't popping off as much as it did. It was, you know, it was the era of Let's Play. You know, Let's Play Minecraft was a huge trend, and that was like 2012, 2013, and even 2014, and then it kind of died out, and then it came back, and it died out again, and it came back, and now it's in this weird place where it's not gone, but it's not back. It's weird. It's very weird. Theoretically, if you want to play MCCI next week for stream, when would you be down? Probably DM me because I'm busy with my thing. All right, I'll probably DM you. I can't say for certain when, because I've got some things going on next week, but we'll see. We'll see. Thank you for submitting your taxes. 21 times total. Nice. Also, ads are going to be starting, so I'm going to take a quick break since we've hit the 2-hour mark. I need to go get more water anyway, and I need to use the bathroom. So I will see you guys here in about 3 minutes or so. Until then, I'll see you soon. Hello, everybody. How's it going? We are back again. A little cold. A little cold. Give me... Yeah. I'll put on this jacket. It's a little chilly. Not my favorite. Alright. That should work. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. I need to parkour warrior. Well, no, let's go to the main island. And let's go fish. Let's fish for a little bit. So let's see what. I don't know if any of you have done this before, but I figure you probably have, because I think schools, at least they used to do this. I don't know if they still do. But for fitness tests and stuff, they usually have you do different exercises and stuff. How long can some of you hold your planks? I'm very curious. When triggered, cancels the decrease in stock of your fishing spot for that catch. Sure, why not? It's actually probably a really handy one, honestly. There's one that has a chance of more pearls, right? Okay, when you catch a pearl, increases the chance to multiply the amount. We gotta wait to get more glimmering research. Okay. Well, let's do, when you catch a fish, increase the chance to multiply the amount. Sure, let's do that. Oh, wait, what? Hook overclock. Select a hook perk to overclock, which will increase its temporary perk points based on the level of the overclock. And magnet overclock. Oh. So we'd be better off with like pearl magnet or glimmering hook. Or do XP magnet instead, just to get extra XP. XP is really great. Let's do the hook overclock. Okay. Yeah, glimmering hook is the one I want. We also need to guarantees that you catch a pearl. Okay. And then the treasure thing there. Okay. I don't know. I don't know how fit most of my chat is, and this might be a fun survey to do at some point. I don't know. But I was interested in knowing like how long I could hold a plank, because I know I'm not like the most in shape. I can hold a plank for about a minute, which isn't too bad. That's not great, but that's not terrible. I'll take it. But they are excruciating. They can be very excruciating to do. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, nothing too wrong with planks. Push-ups, on the other hand, I can hardly do. I've got core strength. I just got nothing in the arms, apparently. I've been curious about all this anyway since I've been talking a lot about like going to TwitchCon and doing different meetups and such. And so I've been thinking about that, and the realization has come to me that, like, that's sooner than what I think it is. And if I'm actually going to ever go do any of these things I'm talking about, I need to at least be somewhat strong. And so I've decided that I'm, like, kind of taking it a little more seriously anyway, and, like, trying to make sure I'm physically fit to some degree. Do I not have any fish? What? Junk collector. I can sell my junk? Okay. I'm assuming we could do junk spins. I see. Yeah, I mean, I'll do it. Sure. No harm, no foul, you know. Whatever I get, I get. Whatever I don't, I don't. Okay. Okay, we just need more money at this point, so just keep fishing. I thought you were walking on water. I was like, Jesus? Is that you? It's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. But yeah, fitness is a weird thing. I've been kind of looking into that a little bit more as well. I've been just having a time. I updated King SMP this week. That was fun. I've been looking into Discord bots and how the code base works there, and that's been a whole thing. I've been thinking a little bit more about Minecraft modding, possibly. And just making a couple of other small games just to kind of get used to coding and all that. Scripts are weird, but I like them. Scripting is interesting. It's very, very interesting, but I want to get good at it and understand it a little bit better, and I'm starting to get the hang of C#, I think. A lot of it is starting to make sense anyway. And I'm hoping that, you know, I can sort of start transferring some of those skills to other code bases as well. It's all syntax, so as long as you know what one function does compared to another, you just need to be able to swap between those two, and you'll get there. But if you can do if you can do a program in C#, for example, you theoretically should be able to do Java okay. Maybe not perfectly, but you read up on it a little bit, you can get it. If you can do, you know, the other one, then you can probably, you know, I've started to realize it's not about picking a language and learning it. It's just kind of, you know, doing. Oh, okay, it's out of uses. Okay. We'll discard. Yep. Okay, and then we're gonna put a new hook on there. Oh. Words are gone. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. What were we talking about? Code, right. Once you know one, it's kind of easy to transfer to others. It's all about just getting your mind in the right state of mind and how that would work. So, having an if statement that's running constantly that says if I don't know if this is correct form at all, but if keypress.w equals true, then everything in the curly brackets is going to run. Well, what's in the curly brackets? It is, it's just stand still, play idle animation. Things like that, and then getting into the mindset of like, okay, that's how you set up a player controller, right? Well, we want to start adding in other smaller things and just sort of building that up and not looking at it as an objective large task, but being able to break it down and going, okay, what is it supposed to do? It is supposed to do A, B, C, D, and E. Well, that's 5 things, and it sounds really complicated when you try to figure out how to program all of that at once, but you're not trying to figure out how to do all of them. You need to figure out how to do A before you even worry about the rest of your letters, Once you can get A down, then you're going to go to B, and then you're going to go to C. And you might be able to skip D and go to E first, but usually you're just better off doing it in order of what you need, But I think that sounds accurate to me anyway in my head of how that's supposed to work. Also, I need to use my bait. We have more. I'll hang on to the legendary. Just go to common for a little bit. But I'm starting to understand and get the right mindset now that I've written a little bit and followed a few tutorials. I don't check who's online right now. Nobody I know, I don't think. I don't recognize any of those names. Yeah. The pearl chances is what I'm here for, honestly. I like pearls. Okay. Hang on. 1 second. I got this text here that I need to look at. My face doesn't unlock my phone anymore, apparently. Okay, that's fine. That's a big question, but okay, I can do that. That's fine. We'll see if we can find another, pearl spot after this. Whoa. That was a lot of work for a rough pearl. We got 2, though. I'll take it. XP magnet. Well, extra XP never hurts. I don't know what level we need to be to unlock our next island, but we could definitely grind this out and get pretty considerable level. Go. We need to also sell our stuff when we go to our next spot. Just kind of pass by and put it in. Okay, also, there we go. I will say, oh, really quick. That's 20,000. Oh my gosh. Okay. Level 10. Gotcha. We're almost level 10. That's not bad. Okay. Anyway, it's almost 11. I think I'm probably gonna end around 11 anyway. Because it's a little late and I've got a lot I gotta get done anyway. Things will kind of work out a little better that way, in my opinion. So in that, with that in mind, if there's anything you all want to talk about before we get finished up here, please say so now before it's too late, I guess. I don't know, that sounded kind of ominous, but it wasn't meant to be. I'm really hyped. Spider-Man 2 is coming out on PC in about 3 days, or no, not 3 days, 7 days, sorry. On the 30th. It's supposed to come out, and I'm pretty hyped about that. We still don't have a price though, which is kind of concerning. I have no idea what this man's doing, but you know, I applaud it. Is he fishing? It stayed. It stayed out. They're floating. Oh. Okay. Maybe they're lagging. I don't know. Oh, they're gone. They were probably lagging. Rest in peace. But yeah, Spider-Man 2 is coming out. I'm hyped about that. I've tried to stay spoiler-free as possible about that game. I have gotten a couple of spoilers here and there, and some of them are kind of big, but the general premise of the game, I'm actually unaware of. So I'm kind of hyped about it. I'm looking forward to getting the game. Again, the price hasn't been announced, which is kind of worrisome to me, because I don't want to have to spend more than $70 on this game, but it's probably gonna be about 70 if I had to guess. If it's more than that, I will not pay. I will not pay. I will wait, or I'll at least wait until I have a job that sustains. But I have enough set aside for 70 if they can take it or leave it. And it's been tough. I'm not gonna lie. I've been wanting to buy Skyrim, and it was on a really, really good sale the other day. But they, you know, like I said, I had money set aside for this one game. I'm not spending any money outside of that one game. Sales are where my weakness is, honestly. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Usually I only buy a game during sale, but Spider-Man 2 being a game that I really, really want, I'm willing to go all in and buy it full price, because I've enjoyed the other two games very well. I actually need to finish Miles Morales. I finished it on stream, but there's just a couple more achievements that I need to get that I would want, that I'm just doing off stream. Honestly, it used to be that I wanted to only do my achievement grinding on stream, but I've found that, like, some achievements just aren't worth grinding out and they're not fun to get on stream. So for those, I'm just saving it outside of, you know, my game. I realized that made no sense. I'm sorry, I've been in my head for that. That one took a minute. Not okay. Let's restart. Some achievements only make sense to do on stream because it's actually fun. Others, you know, it's a grind and there's no point in us doing it on stream. Ooh, XP magnet. Yes, yes, please. You know, I don't want to. I don't want to be boring, and I don't want to do grinds that we don't have to do on stream. You know, I can do stuff off stream and it'd be fun. Which is why I'm debating finishing the rest of the Software Inc. Achievements off stream as well, because most of them are multiplayer, and I could just do that with my brother, and it would be fun. Him and I can chill and have a little fun time with that. I doubt he would want to do it on stream, so it would work off stream as well. There's just a few from Doom that I need to do. The only ones that I want to do on stream is Halo, because there's some that are like, you have to do it on the hardest difficulty and beat the game, and that's difficult. That is really, really difficult. Obviously, at some point, I'd like to do all the achievements in Minecraft. I think that would be fun. I think I might be doing that on video, though. I'm not sure. That's the plan, anyway. I guess I kind of spoiled one of my videos. But you know, that's a thing that I've been wanting to work on for a while now. Yeah, I don't know. I like achievements, and I want to get more because my achievements on my Steam achievement completion has been pretty low. It's at 36% right now. I want to get it to at least 50%. Ideally, I want it to be higher than that, but you can only do so much. You can only do so much. Okay. I'm starting to get a headache. I don't know why. So we're gonna catch this last fish and then we'll wrap things up, end off with a raid. Okay, yeah, there we go. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully we'll catch you again a little later. Who knows when? But I'm sure it'll be a good time then. Let's see who's live. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Let's see. We go here. Yeah, okay. We're gonna say hi to Ant. He's currently playing Minecraft Hardcore. Yeah. He's playing Minecraft Hardcore. Looks like it's probably a good time. He's on day 180 plus, which is insane. It feels like just a couple of days ago he was at 100. So he's already almost at 200, which is insane. Actually crazy. So hop in the raid, get some free channel points, and meet a cool streamer along the way. I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what exactly we're going to be up to tomorrow yet. Kind of depends on how I'm feeling, because right now I'm, like, out of it. So, who knows. But I'll hopefully see you soon. Thanks for watching, and goodbye, everybody.